Super exciting. We're here ahead of tickets going on sale for the NBL Blitz, which will be held in the top end during September. All 10 NBL teams are coming to the Territory in their pre-season tournament. We are so excited off the back of the Darwin Salties inaugural season in the NBL 1. The Territory it is a wonderful event, not only for locals who have that opportunity to see top level sports, and we got a taste of it during the NBL 1 with crowds loving the sport and entertainment that were provided by the Darwin Salties. But the NBL Blitz will see multiple games played here at Marara, as well as a 3x3 competition at the Darwin waterfront, which will attract visitors to the Territory. So as a government, we're committed to sport and major events because it is both wonderful for our local community, but it also drives that tourism and hospitality, particularly as you look towards September and that shoulder season. So I'll now hand to Minister for Major Events, Paul Kirby. The NBL duo are also happy to answer any questions along with myself. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief Minister. Make no mistake, this is an absolute slam dunk for the Northern Territory to have every NBL side playing right here in Darwin. We know that they're going to try and activate down in Alice Springs, either on the way up or the way back as well, and do some events there. To have Vince from the NBL and JL from the 3x3, which is a very fast rising sport through the country. It's amazing to have them here. It's amazing to have every NBL side here for the first time for the Blitz, and we hope that it's a growing part of our major event calendar from here on. We know that 3x3 is really growing quickly, not just across the nation, it is extremely popular into Asia. We know that there will be dozens of players, supporters and staff that come up. So in September, traditionally getting towards a quiet time in Darwin, this will really activate not only Marara, but it will activate the city as well. So it's a major coup for us. We're extremely proud and happy to work with these people. I'll perhaps hand over to Vince for him to explain a bit more about exactly what it means. We know the major events team have been working extremely hard on pulling this off, so congratulations to them. We know that anybody that's come to Darwin, particularly over the last 6 months, once people have been able to move around a little more freely, whether it's the supercars, the AFL footballers, everybody has enjoyed a fantastic time right through the Territory. We know that the basketball people will as well, and we look forward to having them here. I'll hand over to Vince.
Thank you very much, Minister, and thank you all for allowing us a platform to be here in your wonderful city to really talk about the Hungry Jacks NBL Blitz. It's an incredible event. It's the first time since 2019 that all 10 teams will be at the event. It's a critical part of the build-up to our season, and the fans will be able to get pretty close to the action to see some Australian boomers wearing their representative jerseys for their teams, including Aaron Baines, Chris Golding, you've got Bryce Cotton over in Perth, Xavier Cooks at Sydney Kings. So the best basketball players available to us, and in some cases on par with some of the best in the world, will all be here at the Darwin Basketball Association, ripping up this court the same way the Salties did. Their brand name is unbelievable. I think it's one of the best in Australian sport. I absolutely love it, and we're looking forward to riding on their coattails. I'd like to acknowledge both the Northern Territory Government and the Northern Territory Major Events Corporation for all of their support in allowing this event to come true. September 16, 8 days, 15 games, really accessible pricing. All tickets will be on sale this Friday at 9 a.m. nblblitz.com.au is where all the information is. But our aim is to get as close, is to allow fans to get as close as they can to the stars of the NBL and to really activate the whole Territory with a basketball flavour for that week. So really looking forward to it. I thank everybody for being so great. Everybody's been amazing in helping us try to bring this together, and we've had an incredible 2 days with 2 to go. So very much looking forward to the event starting on the 16th of September.
Just a question. It may have been said before, but
Yep.
why Darwin? Why now? Because it's due to momentum here? Or
Yeah.
Why this particular location to launch the Blitz?
It's a great question. We've had the Blitz in multiple locations over the years. I think once before it may have even been in Darwin many years ago in a different format. But we've had some great experiences, Tasmania being probably the most recent, where there's been an appetite, a great groundswell of participation. Basketball is a fast-growing sport here in Darwin. It also was in Tasmania. Being able to bring the Blitz here to test the appetite of the local community, the business community, government, everybody together to test out the appetite for the National Basketball League. We've made no secret of the fact that what we did in Tasmania is repeatable, and it'd be amazing to be able to have an NBL team here in Darwin. So this is a great test. It's a really great test for everybody to see if we can come together and make it work.
Do you feel Darwin has inched closer to that dream, considering what's happened this year with the Salties and the Blitz coming here and the booming popularity of the sport and the NT?
I think all of that helps. The Salties, no doubt, have really raised the bar when it comes to lifting the profile of basketball, I think. Locally, it's already an amazing sport. I was told earlier yesterday that there's some 15,000 people coming through this stadium on a weekly basis, so the numbers kind of speak for themselves. What we need to test now is whether or not there is an appetite from the consumer, the business community and the government to actually bring it all together to see as a legacy piece whether we could in fact.
How soon could it happen?
Well, Tasmania is a really, really great test case. We were able to go from zero to launching a team in the space of 18 months, and that included a rebuild of a facility, quite a significant rebuild, all during COVID. So we like to think that anything's possible. We'll work really hard to make it a reality, but at the same time we can't rush any steps because it's all about the sustainability of the venture and being able to create a platform that can serve generations, and that's really what our intention is.
Would there be any concerns with just adding one side to the league, or would you need to bring in
No concerns.
No
concerns whatsoever.
Just to mirror what Vince said, we're very excited to be here. The last time NBL 3x3 was here was the Arafura Games a couple of years ago. Very successful event and an awesome experience for players and hustle. So we're looking forward to bringing a 3x3 Pro Hustle down to the waterfront and have that activated that space. We hope to see a lot of activity down there with this beautiful weather that you guys have. It'll be on the Saturday and Sunday, the 17th and 18th of September, and it'll be open men, open women. We'll also have some NBL activations down there on the Sunday. It's an open registration, so if there's some local talent that wants to get involved in this Pro Hustle, registrations are open. You can go to nblblitz.com.au and follow the links to register for the 3x3 Pro Hustle. There's a significant prize pool to be won for both men and women. And we'll have an opportunity for the winning team, for the men, to go overseas and play in a FIBA Challenger. So it's an exciting event. It'll be a great couple of days down at the waterfront, and we hope to see as many people there. It'll be free for spectators as well.
What about the winning women's team?
So with the FIBA system, currently there's no qualification into a Challenger because they don't have it, but there'll be prize money that'll be the exact same for men and women. It'll be the prize money for the women.
And just to get a female voice on basically the questions that you asked, but would you say that this tournament does firm up the case for having an NBL side girl?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Salties have proved that there's a fan base here and that they really want to get behind a team. I think having an NBL team here would just be so successful and bring the whole community together.
Are you hoping to make this an annual thing on the major events calendar, this Blitz tournament? Do you want this going forward as an annual major event?
Yes, certainly. The major events team do a fantastic job. We know that whether it's AFL, whether it's NRL, whether it's Supercars, we're getting a fantastic We're getting a fantastic reputation of holding these world-class events really, really well in the territory. We know that this will be the same, and we are genuinely hoping that this will be part of a longer journey and firmly slot into our calendar going forward.
How have you found the Salties?
The Salties have been fantastic. Sorry to cut you off there. The Salties have been amazing, and it's been really wonderful to see our community come together and get behind that Territory team. So I'd like to say thank you to the Salties players, both the men and women. You would see them at the end of the game, they would be exhausted and want to head home, but they would stay behind here and sign autographs and give kids high fives, and that means a lot. And also to everyone at Darwin Basketball. The team here did an amazing job. We're really excited that you'll see a 340 seat grandstand go in on the other side, seating. And they managed to pull together each week a huge event. They had junior games here, they would clear them out and they would turn it around from the canteen through to people on the doors doing tickets, cleaning. So it was a really community-based event, and the Salties have made us really proud.
Would the NT government be a keen supporter of any kind of push to be an NBL side down the track? Is that something they could really get behind, and what could they possibly do?
I think it's been wonderful to see the Darwin Salties. They've been hugely supported by home-based crowds, but importantly online. So when they've had those away games, the community has continued to follow them. I would love to see the Territory have an NBL team. I think that it's a sport that resonates across our community and brings our community together. And to see Territory kids who are behind me here have that pathway to go from junior basketball through to the National Professional League would be amazing.